God save our gracious queen. This country's pretty lame. It's actually kind of awful.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Hello, this is Kentahhh. Hi. New video. As you can tell, this is about my country of origin. No, not the fucking origin story about mudkips or whatever the fuck I was on about. No, Great Britain, of course. And is it quite as great as we all think? Well, I guess we'll have a little chat about that and get people's opinions. So, first of all, there's a idea between us Brits being, oh, look at us, I'm proud to be British. But is there really, what does it mean to be British? What, racial origin does this mean? Because there is no particular bloodline which says, oh, we are British. Because our country was filled with Celts and Picts, well, Picts being the Scottish, and just many of us, until the Romans came along. And the Romans pretty much populated most of England, and of course they would have had, sexy times with the people there, so it's a mix of bloodlines, and of course Vikings coming in, raiding, and it's got so many different countries influencing it, so there's no pure bloodline of English or British or Scottish or Welsh or anything. There's no specific bloodline. You can't just say, oh, I'm proud to be British. What does that even mean? You can be proud to be part of this nation, but you can't be proud to be quote-unquote British. This annoys the fuck out of me when we complain about immigration in our country. Oh, bloody Indians coming in. We haven't got any of our British culture left. Well, fucking hell, there is no British culture. There is none. It's all built up of many different people. That's how it originated. That's how this whole Great Britain originated. It was made up of different people from cultural backgrounds. It's not a pure bloodline. So shut the fuck up. Also, if we didn't like Indians and other cultures coming in so much, why the fuck would curry be a most popular dish in England?
We don't think immigrants are animals, for God's sake. I know a lot of immigrants personally, and they're perfectly nice people. They're black, of course, which is a shame. But honestly, some of them can do some jobs almost as well as white people, and we acknowledge this. Now, a lot of immigrants are Indians and Pakistanis, for instance, and I like curry. I do. But now that we've got the recipe, is there really any need for them to stay?
It might be in Great Britain. I think it's in England. I need to double check that. Fact check. It says here. I will fact check that. And this idea of Great Britain being the great empire which went off and explored the world, that was very impressive of us. I can't take that away from us. We weren't the first, because, to find, America and stuff, because, of course, Christopher Columbus did that. But what we did was quite incredible. We took over huge parts of the world, India, Australia, America. We took all these different places far from our reach. And if you consider how small Great Britain is, it's extremely impressive. But what we've done to those countries, it's just awful. The murder, we just murdered loads and loads of just, natives who were there just because they were different and didn't believe exactly what we had planned for these countries. We wanted it to be another Great Britain, God save our Queen or King at the time. It really didn't matter. We just went and murdered people, and I can't... There's a part of me that can't say I'm proud to be British and think, oh, I'm proud to be British. We went and killed a bunch of blacks because we felt like it. There's nothing to be proud of than that. They had different beliefs to us, so let's go and fucking murder them. There's no... This is a bit of a ranty video, I'll admit, but it's such a strange idea to just say, I'm proud to be British, and then if you look back at the facts, we went and murdered people just because we wanted to put our flag, you know, there and say, oh, I claim this country for Britain.
We stole countries with the cunning use of flags. Yeah. We just sail around the world and stick a flag in. I claim India for Britain. And they go, you can't claim us, we live here. 500 million of us. Do you have a flag? We don't need a bloody flag. It's our country, you bastard. No flag, no country. You can't have one. That's the rules that I've just made up.
It's stupid. Absolutely stupid. And we were one of the founders of, you know, what people interpret as slavery now. Many people from Africa being brought back as slaves and, you know, being treated awfully, just being shipped off to many like port towns in England and America eventually, and just all these places being shipped off like fucking cattle. It's just disgusting. And, you know, eventually we fell, and the British Empire would start to crumble a bit because we couldn't hold on to it. I mean, admittedly now, America is the new British Empire, and what I mean by that is, this is no offense to like any of my American friends, because I do have some friends in America. This is not, I'm not trying to take shots at individual Americans, but when the British Empire was the main, you know, big dog of the world, people absolutely fucking hated us, you know, whether they wanted to admit it or not. Loads of the world hated us just going around looking like we ran the place. To many extent, in many ways, what America is now, the huge, you know, political, military country that it is now, the most powerful country in the world, no doubt, it has a lot of people who hate them for various reasons. And I won't make a video about that like right now. I could talk about that in another video, or, you know, we'll see. It's not about America right now, it's about Britain. But am I proud to be British? And what have we done well? Well, we have influenced a lot of countries such as India, you know, bringing in a lot of technology such as like railways and stuff, and now English is the most common spoken language in the world. So we've done that. And am I proud to be British? To some degree, yes, what we did was absolutely phenomenal. But we can't ignore the absolute horrible things we did. You know, but then again, you can't say you're proud of your country and not think that you haven't done... This country has not done any flaws. Every country has its flaws. Think of Germany. Germany, a country I really like, has a lot of good things going for it, but it was at one point ruled by a Nazi regime. You know, you can't just sort of, you know, erase that. You can't just say, oh, I'm proud of this country, let's just ignore that little tiny fact. Yeah, okay, we murdered a few natives. Let's just forget about that. Other than that, we're the best. You know, no country is innocent, maybe except Switzerland, but then again, they were neutral, but they had a lot of Nazi gold there. I hope that's sitting well for you, Switzerland. Am I proud to be British? Yes, I am. Honestly, I am proud to be British and proud to have be part of this nation which has managed to influence the world the way it has, but I don't ignore the absolute horrors and travesties that we've done to the world and the amount of creatures, people that we've pretty much wiped out at this point. And that's what I almost had a perfect video there. I almost didn't mumble or stumble my words at all. But that's about it really. I just wanted to have a little ranty video. I hope that wasn't too much for you guys. But yeah, that's about all I wanted to talk about. A little reminder about the Q&A. Last video I said I was going to do a Q&A, which I would start answering the questions after the 6th of July because I'm going travelling with Vikings. Oh god, but going off to go visit Vikings in Norway, it's not a good idea being British, but we'll guess we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I'm going to Norway on 29th and coming back on the 6th. That is when I'm going to start answering the questions people give me. So if you want to ask me any questions, you can use the hashtag on Twitter, AskKentahhh, or you can go on the last video I did, which was, what did I call it? I've even forgotten already, like cliche thank you video, I think I called it that, which I'll link on the screen here as well. If you just use either of those, ask me a question, I'll try and get to as many questions as I can, answer them as best as I can, and that's about it really. So thank you very much for watching, people, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
I got love for you if you were born in the 80s, the 80s. I've got hugs for you if you were